dealt with a female who, in sex, she wanted to use a vibrator, wanted me to use a vibrator on her, and I definitely did not put it inside her, and it was only on her clit, and she squirted a whole lot. So, I mean, size. You say size. You guys are talking about size, but isn't it really where they're at, where that spot is being hit?
Yeah, but that's different though. You had you were teasing her. You were turning her on. She was in that mind frame. There's not going to be any type of if you have a thumb, my frame of mind is gone. I'm not going to be turned on. The squirting is gonna. You're probably not even going to get in. It's a completely different mood.
All right. You said this. Okay, so hold on. The few times you said you did squirt, Lady Steel, was it ever when some guy was, when a guy was going down on you, or was it only through penetration?
No, it's been oral sex, doggy style, and missionary, and during while I'm masturbating, and I don't penetrate myself when I masturbate, so. But I have my thoughts, and I'm in the zone, so I can kind of channel that feeling in my. I don't know how to explain it, but when you're horny, you're horny.
Okay, but so hold on. Speaking of which, in the masturbation, could squirting come when you haven't had sex in so long, and when you finally do get it, it's going to be that intense? Or could you squirt basically every time you have sex?
Well, I don't think so. I don't squirt every time I have sex, and I don't think it's the issue of not having sex for a long time for you to squirt. I think it's how intense your state of arousal is.
Okay. Because think about it, and not to put you out there, but I noticed, speaking of social media, I noticed that today is the start of Lent. And you said, and I quote after reading on your Facebook, that you're giving up masturbation for Lent. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Now,
I am. I'm giving up.
First off, I'm going to have to say, but just for somebody like yourself to give up something like that, I got to give you a round of applause. For Lent, that's deep. That definitely for that.
You got to give me the round of applause at the end to make sure that when I made it, not now.
No, I'm giving you the round of applause right now because if those that are out there, if y'all don't know Lady Steel when it comes to sex and masturbation and all, she doesn't play. She definitely does not play. So this is big. This is kind of big for her to give up something like this for Lent. So my question is, when you come back after that, that 40-day of mental anguish, are you going to squirt something vicious when you either masturbate or get lucky, or will it just be a regular day?
I honestly, I don't know. I mean, I've done a year with no sex at all before, and I didn't squirt. So I don't know. It depends on how intense, how horny I am. There's different levels to at least my horny state. There's the semi-turned on, then there's the turned on, then there's the devil possessed me turned on. There's so many different levels. So I don't know. And Ana leaves me alone to answer all these questions with her no comment.
He was asking you. I can't answer for you.
Well, so that means I got to direct questions directly at you then. That's what you're telling me.
No.
Because
no.
You are an expert. You are a relationship expert. So with that being said, when we're in the same realm of squirting, have you ever heard of any relationships that squirting could have been a problem? For a girl who either gets too wet or a guy who can't make this girl get to that point like one of her exes did? Have you ever heard any situations like that?
The first thing is, well, no. I have never heard of someone being too wet. I mean, no guy. I mean, who really complains hey, girl, you too wet? That never happened. I mean, it's never happened to me. I've never heard of it. But, two, anything can kind of be undone. So if they're really committed to each other and they're coming to me and they're really open, then 9 times out of 10, we can get her to the point of squirting if that's the whole goal. But more than that, the goal is connection when the couples come to me. And a lot of times that squirting or that action that they're trying to get to is the form of connecting that they feel is going to be important for their relationship sexually. Does that make sense?
It does. All right, you know what? Let's get into some of the callers because, you know, people have been hearing about what we're talking about. And, you know, right now you are listening to the S&M Show. And we've been talking about a few things. And we have our lovely host, you know, we're waiting on our other host, Ava, because she's a little crazy. And we want to hear what she has to say. But please, if you want to hear and you want to chime in, please give us a call at 347-850-8976. But let's get into some callers because some people do have some questions. So the first call I would like to call out, area code 917-309. You are on the air with the S&M Show.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on? Talk to me. Where you from, man?
I'm from Harlem, but I'm down here in Charlotte right now, just chilling.
Okay.
As far as the squirting goes, man, women is all about the magic. You know, anytime you take their mind places that they either never been or they're comfortable with, then the sky's the limit for whatever they're trying to do. So, I mean, the first time I made somebody squirt, it was in a hotel. We had met off online, never met each other before, so you had that kind of mystery and all that kind of shit going on. And, you know, after a while, it was you know, I don't even think we was using real names. We still using screen names and shit, but it was just the kind of straight up. You know, when you create the mood, it's all about that spell, man, and you can take it anywhere you want to go. I don't think it got anything to do with size or any other kind of physical thing. It's all mental with that stuff, man. Women are, you know, with men, you know, we see it, we get on, and it's whatever. But with women, they got to take themselves to that place. You know, it's a lot of women with hang-ups, or they don't feel comfortable with themselves, or, you know, they haven't been made to feel like a star. Everybody want to be a star, you know, but some people are either don't know how to get there, or they haven't been coached the right way. So as soon as you talk to, you know, that's what seduction is about. You ain't really talking to them, talking to their mind, so really.
I assume that you don't believe that squirting is just piss.
What'd you say?
I said I'm assuming you're not one of those that believe that squirting is just piss.
Nah, man, I've been peed on and pissed on others before. It ain't piss.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this question, brother. With that being said, when you said you did that with a girl in a hotel. Now, since then, would you say that you don't feel like you did your job unless every girl that you ever had sex with since then squirted?
It's not about you. And you won't be good as long as you think it's about you. So it doesn't matter as long as they're happy. Some people can't get to that place. Some people are wound up. But sex is not like a goal. You know what I'm saying? It's not a destination. It's a journey. So you traveling. You're not worried about the stop. You're worried about the way there. If you keep saying, "Wow, damn, wow," you're not going to be good. You're not. You sitting there like you can have a 12-inch dick, or whatever. If you thinking about some particular outcome, you're gonna lose. Oh, she gotta go. If she's comfortable, then she will. And the fact that you concerned with it means you don't believe in yourself. So you can't play that game. Sometimes it'll happen. Sometimes it won't. But as long as they're happy, they keep coming back. It's not really about you.
I mean, could we really deal with squirting every single day, though? And you guys
you have to clean that shit up.
Yeah, and you guys have a way of conveniently somehow doing it on our side of the bed.
Yeah, what you gonna do with them? What you gonna have, rubber sheets? You know, like who wants to clean that shit up? It's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I don't want to go change no sheet. You know, when that shit first come out, it's all warm and shit. 5 minutes later, that shit cold as fuck, man. Nah, you don't want no part of that shit at 3 a.m. Promise you that. So it's a hassle. It's one of those things that's cool, man. I mean, creaming is almost the same effect. You know, when you start seeing them let it go, you know, then you know, all right, okay, she's comfortable, all right. And then, and you know, if you got fetishes or you got kinky shit going on, when you take them to that place, then they're ready to do all kinds of other shit. You know, you might could tie them up, or
you're pissed.
You might could get her to choke you or whatever. You know, maybe whatever floats your boat. But you got to get them there first. You know, with us it's just rhythm. You know, you get in the motion, you get your friction, you're gonna bust. But they aren't that way. So you know, you don't get wrapped up in all that shit. Like, nah, because you ain't one, you don't want to clean that shit up. 2, you don't want to get wrapped up in it, because then you'll feel like a fucking failure. Then that affect your self-esteem.
Well, I don't. A guy that, unless the chick is on, I don't think any guy should go into having sex with the expectation that he's going to squirt every single time. I think that's unrealistic.
Yo, I mean, all right, well, look, I appreciate your call, brother. Definitely. Stay tuned. Keep listening in, because we're going to continue on with this topic, whatever, okay? Now, let's keep going with this really quick. Let's finish off with this, because, you know, we want to get into a song, and then we definitely want to get into things with our guest host for tonight. I want to ask you, ladies, one thing. Is it ever been true, or ladies still, that you think a woman could possibly squirt from anal sex?
I mean, I think it's possible. I have to process that real quick, because you said squirt from anal sex, and I got this other visual, but yeah, I think it's possible.
No, not that, no. No.
But I think it's possible. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in porn. I mean, I enjoy anal sex. I've had intense orgasms from it. None have been as intense, though, to trigger squirting as of yet. So, at least not for me personally, but I think it could happen.
All right. Well, look, right now you are listening to the S&M Show, and right now we're talking about squirting. The good and the bad, the myth versus the truth. And, you know, we're going to finish this one up really quick, but, you know, I just want to reiterate a few things out there. If you're listening in and you'd like to chime in before this topic is over or before we switch it up, please give me a call at 347-850-8976. Or hit up Lady Still on the S&M fan page on Facebook. Chime in on that, and we can see what's going on over there. We can definitely get some more things going. But to wrap this up really quick, I was wondering, ladies, like, when, or I should say people out there, like for a guy, like that other guy, it is a mental thing. And when you're really intense and you're really going into it and you're doing your thing, sometimes you can't really help it, and you want to know, you know, so my question is, I've never tasted it, not that I really think I would, but does something like that have a taste from, excuse me, is something like that a little different? Does it have an odor to it, or is it just your natural juice?
It shouldn't have an odor. It should be your natural juices. Unless you're getting peed on.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Like I said, we want to get this topic going, but, you know, people are chiming in. They want to hear. So let's get to another caller real quick and see what they have to say. Caller 347-356. You are on the air with the S&M Show.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Hey, welcome to the S&M Show.
Hey, how you doing? Well, I just heard I think it was a question about can you squirt from anal?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, very possible. I think with